So it's week 4. And again, it hasn't been the strongest game for 3 of our 4 heroes. The Chevalier is kicking butt again. She's definitely on track for another 13 or 14 point game, which is really cool, actually. Um, I'm looking around, and the reason is if you skipped into this game, well, first off, shame on you. You should watch them all in order, because they are my babies. No, there's a freaking fly in this room. There's a fly in my goddamn house. And this fly has been sort of dinking around and flying around until I turned the camera off and was trying to actively hunt him. And then that dude made his hide rolls just 100%. Like not a missed hide roll in the bunch. So in Insect Magic Realm, he is definitely winning this game. I don't know what he's looting, but whatever it is, that sucks. So here's the scores. We've got 12 to 4 to 3 to 3. And again, I don't even think the game has sucked, strangely enough. I thought it's been okay. It's just that I think the Chevalier has sort of made good use of this highway from the house through the campfire to the guard and back, and scored points along this route with Envoy Merchant, right? Just a ton of that going on for her. And everybody else sort of got trapped in this cliff and in the borderland a little bit, and had to sort of bust out to get points. It's sort of wacky how that worked out, because this actually has a lot of points in it for people, but everybody got trapped by, and the demons come out, and the snakes come out, and now the bats, and so on. And so there's just been a lot of that. So I'm not super upset about how the game's gone. I just wish it would be closer effectively. But let's face it, right now, as I said, I think at the end of last video, we are essentially fighting for second place. And we're just going to have to roll with that. So those are our scores. 4 to 3, 3 with the Chevalier at 12. The Inquisitor has a disadvantage in that they are cursed. Now, they have a great, awesome advantage, which is they found the bitchin' living sword. So very cool. But we've got to make that count. So we have some plans. Let's see if we can't execute those plans. So the first character is the Satyr. So the Satyr is going to I think we are going to, so we have take cover. Anytime immediately we can play it to become hidden. So I could play hide and move to the lair. And if I fail that hide roll, I can still take cover. And in taking cover, I will be hidden and move. So this is a very safe move. I'm seeing if I can save this card, largely. And the idea is, well, why would you move up to those trolls? Well, because I think I can take the dragon out round 1. Or hell, I can cast round 1 if I want to, get the mirror images, kill the dragon round 2 from hiding, fight the troll, and I think I'm going to win that because the mirror image will allow me to play my slightly slower chit on the troll, while the troll is going to hit me potentially. When I line up with him, he'll hit me first, doing heavy damage, which would normally seriously wound me, but the mirror image will take that one hit for me So if I am hidden and I can cast, and then I can jump out with my spear and kill the dragon, which I can. And you might go, well, how can you possibly kill that dragon with that spear? Because it's only going to do heavy star. And I'm like, no, no, no. He, with the Dwarven Smith's help, has added a sharpness star to this spear. So now it's heavy star damage, which will kill the tremendous dragon and the tremendous troll if it hits. So now I suppose the only problem I have is that I'm still going to have to eat around on this troll, aren't I? That's the problem. That's the problem with this damn spear. Okay. I mean, I will. I can live with that. I think. I think I can live with that. But you are going to take a wound. I think, and that might be a pretty bad one. So, no, that is not true. Okay, I got it. It's going to take two. It's going to take all my cards, but we're doing it. Okay, so we got our move. This is cool. I think this is a fun move. It's why I love the cards a little bit, even though it does make the game quote unquote easier. And people, there are there are many purists in the world who like their Magic Realm to be specifically unforgiving in specific ways. I respect that, but I suppose my philosophy is if you make the game harder or easier for the characters about the same, um, and easier in terms of surviving doesn't necessarily mean easier in terms of scoring. So take that for what it's worth. I actually think this game is as hard to win as, say, base Magic Realm. Maybe even harder for most characters because of what it asks of you to do. So I'm okay if specific combats are made easier because of whatever reason. Now, what I would like to do is I would like to impose some events that maybe made some things wackier or more difficult at times. So, okay, the Chevalier. So she has to locate the lair and get Spider Slayer. And she has a cache in the castle. So all those are a little bit dicey. And again, not a lot of days. Now, she doesn't know the wagon needs wood, so she cannot actually score the wagon right now because she hasn't been there. The witch has been there. So the witch knows that she's to bring wood back. The Chevalier could go to the miner. He could go to the miner mostly. You're not going to go to the crone at this point. You could go to the crone if you went a really long way around. I don't think that's a good idea. So I'm going to say she heads 1, 2, 3. Well, let's see. Does she need to rest? She could rest. I don't know that she needs to rest, but she certainly could rest. She could kill the ghosts if she needed to kill the ghosts. I don't think she needs to kill the ghosts either. I think the other thing is, and I didn't use the squirrel for this, so I think I missed an opportunity. To walk the woods. Of course, we could use the squirrel to get 1 to 6 rest phases instantly. So why don't we hide and move, I think, into the borderlands and get closer to where we need to go. And we'll decide to use the squirrel or not. Character 3 is the Inquisitor. And the Inquisitor, frankly, has to rest up. No doubt about it. We are going to rest. So what we're going to do is, I think, very simply, we're just going to do 4 rests. And we need to get all these fighting chits back into fighting shape. Our Woods Witch here is going to go 1-2, so she's going to move twice. She's going to move and move to the small campfire, and that is going to score her. So she finds a small camp. So that's a point for her, probably. And I think we're going to spell X and spell. And there you go. So she is done. So I think day 22 is ready. And I'm excited. I'm excited. I like last week's. I would rather this one be closer, of course. So it's spiders and imps. So not a lot going on. We haven't even found the statue or the cairn, strangely enough. So the satyr is first, and then the rest of these guys will go. Now that is going to be problematic for our dude here. That's too bad for the satyr, but okay. He is hidden, and he goes here. The Inquisitor is going to rest up. So big time rest. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, just like that. I don't think anything appears. He has dank, but I think there's nothing to do there. The Wood Witch goes 1, 2. She scores her point. So I mean that's cool. I mean I'm glad she's scored a point. That's a good thing. Find the scamp. That gives her third card point, and I think her fourth point overall. So cool. She is then going to flip a white magic chip. And she is done for the day. And does anyone appear? Actually, yes, they do. The bash cards are going to appear at the campfire. And she is not hidden, so that is something to be at least wary of. And so the Chevalier is going to go 1, 2, 3, hidden, of course, and unfortunately is going to draw everyone off of these guys. So that sucks for our guy who had a plan. For God's sake, he did indeed have a plan. I don't know if we would have known. Like if we'd have known, we may very well have, tried to block them. But that's neither here nor there. I don't think the Chevalier is going to fight. I think Chevalier is good with where they're at. And the witch needs to roll since she's not super fond of either of those groups, I don't think. Doesn't dislike any of them, but is neutral to both of them. So quick roll is fine for the Lancers and not as good for the bash cars. So she's going to get into trouble with the bash cars. It's going to give her the opportunity to roll again. Not opportunity, but the sucky roll again. And she's going to be insulted. So first thing is I'm going to turn this card in and draw her a new one. So that's that. Second thing is, can she flee from the bash cars? Because remember, their ponies are played on the crappy side. So I think she can actually flee from them if she wants to. I don't know that she has any reason to be in here, if I'm to be honest. Like, I don't know that there's any good reason to stay now. So she might just flee and not take the 5 points. And the question is, what's her next thing? So thief. So she scored thief. What is thief? She needs unfriendly or enemy. Rogues, shamans, soldiers, dragon men, mercer, but those don't exist in the base game. The soldiers certainly do. So she could steal from them. So it all has her going this way. So I think she will just go that way as it stands. So, okay. I think that's everybody for day 22. Now, we have to be cognizant of the time. We don't have a lot of time left. So what do we have? Do we know? Do we have the lair? We do not. We have the altar found, but not the lair. So our options now are to pop the lair and just go for it. This weapon's not alerted, but it can be alerted at any time, and we can be hidden at any time. So it might just behoove us to ideally we would not get caught, say, by goblins. That would be the one bump, right? To get caught by goblins and then have to use the thing because you got caught by goblins is. And what was. Now hold on. Did I screw that up gloriously? I think I did. I believe that I did, and I'll tell you why I think I did. I think we rolled a 5 on the monster roll. And so these guys would not have popped off of there. Right? Why would the dragon and those guys go? It's day 22. We moved in. She moved down. I think we're good. So, okay, let's fight this fight because that's what we were going to do anyway. Right? So that's what we sort of wanted. So it is round 1. No one is on the sheet of the Satyr. And so what are we going to do round 1? I think round 1, hidden, because we're just casting on ourselves, we are going to cast mirror images. Because we can't attack on the same round that we cast a spell. We only get a single image. So that sucks. We're going to put that there. That's going to be our 1 image. But that's fine. I think we can live with that. Round 2, we are going to ready our weapon. And we're going to play. So we're going to ready our weapon. He is there. We're still hidden. Nothing's on our sheet. And we are going to. Because we're only casting on ourselves, so I don't even think we have to ambush. We're going to cast this, and we're going to do heavy star damage on the dragon, and it ain't going to matter because that dragon is going to just eat that one, right? So we target the dragon. We are unhidden. We undercut him with heavy star, which becomes heavy star, tremendous damage. The dragon is dead on round 2. That puts the troll on our sheet for round 3. Now, that's not fatigue. That was just used to do whatever. We are going to, and our weapon is unreadied, which sucks. We're going to play Danger Sense right now. So immediately, that's going to allow us to alert our weapon. So that's gone. And now we're going to do, where is it? So we can do this and this. And this isn't great because what it's going to do, so we're going to have to, and there's the freaking fly. I cannot believe that fly sat silent for 20 minutes. Indeed, 25, 30 minutes, because I actually waited for him for 10 minutes. And now somehow he is up and about. So crazy. Anyway, so we're going to have to fatigue, and he's going to hit us. But that's where the mirror image comes in. The mirror image is going to stop one hit. And that's all we need is that one hit. So let's hope he lines up, because we're going to fatigue every round we do this. So 2 stays put. Perfect. So what happens is the troll hits us. He intercepts and he goes first. And he would normally do a heavy damage. But our mirror image eats that. Done. And then we do heavy star damage by intercepting the troll. And we kill the troll, much like we killed that guy. We do have to fatigue. And we're going to fatigue this H5. So for a spell cast, so 3 fatigued asterisks, we're going to take 26 prowess home, which is going to take us to 29. We're going to score Dragon Slayer. So that's sort of cool. So that's a point. That was all for that, by the way. That was literally to do that one thing, was to score Dragon Slayer. So we scored Dragon Slayer. So that was cool. So we popped that one. And we also get a Dragon's Tooth, which I don't have quite enough of these yet. But let me drag the item bag out. So I'll put it up there. I don't quite have these for everywhere I need to have them, but I did make an item card. It's a crappy item card. Oh, and that looks really washed out, which sort of sucks. But I don't know why that looks like that. Sometimes, and I don't know what it is, because I'm not using anything different to make these. It even has a shitty, and that's low scaled down res. I need to fix that too. Dragon Tooth. 1 dragon in the clearing ends combat with you for the rest of the day. Discard to Scholar. It's actually worth 10 gold. That's way too much. I thought it was worth 5 gold. I think it's 5 gold, and I screwed that up. So I screwed up a lot of things. So it's 5 gold. There he is. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. And there you go. I actually got him. Hey, there. Hey, win. All right. That makes me feel way better. What doesn't make me feel better is how this card looks, so I will have to work on that. So we got a Dragon's Tooth. We got Dragon Slayer. We did play Danger Sense. That's 2 cards out of our hand. So we're going to dump those 2 cards and draw 2 more cards. And that was a good, hey. That was a darn good day 26. So we now have to locate the shrine, which Lord knows I'm not going to do. So let's locate the shrine. If I haven't done it up till now. And now we have Mountain Pilgrim. And Mountain Pilgrim is end of phase in each of the following tiles: mountain, ledges, and cliff. That is maybe doable. And then locate the shrine is discover the shrine, of course. And we do still have take cover. So, you know what? Super happy. That was a little bit of a coup for him. These 2 guys go to the graveyard and we move on. And that was day 26. So let's look at day 27 for our Satyr. I actually think now I think you're going to I think you're going to search that thing out. And you're probably looking for, so let's think about where we can go. Um so can you actually score Mountain Pilgrim? Strangely enough, the cliff is probably the rough one because the cliff is taking you through a wild a wild ride. Um where you're going to have to deal with a lot of crap. So you had to do the cliff, and then the ledges is down here, and then the mountain, and you don't have a lot of days. So I'm thinking maybe not. I'm thinking that you search the layer for all it's worth, and you search the layer for all it's worth. Maybe you can get enough treasure to come down here and sell some good stuff. And that's going to get you. And maybe you take the crone and drag her back. And that's a quick point. So, okay. So I think we're going to search at least a day. That's going to be his commitment. She is in a little bit of a rough way. Now, mind you, she's winning the hell out of the game anyway, so it barely matters. But she's in a little bit of a rough way. I think she comes down. She's not going to be able to kill a dragon, but she could come down 1, 2, 3, 4. That will tell her to get wood. That's not going to help her right away. But she might be able to pop the miner. I don't think she wants to. I would love to get this spider alone because she can kill that spider alone. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4 to the wagon. So she's going to move to the wagon. So now she knows what she needs to do, and that's fine, but so be it. This is our buddy here, our good buddy, the Inquisitor, I think is ready for this fight. So if he hides twice, hide, and move into the demon, so into Cliff 3. I need to fight round 1. I've got to kill a serpent. One of the heavies. I think I can do it. I become unhidden. The demon's going to attack, but I have the consult, so the demon will hold off. The order takes the tremendous off my hands while I deal with the other serpent. The witch. So what the hell is the witch doing? So the witch would love to find the rogues, the soldiers. So she doesn't like the rogues. She doesn't like the soldiers. So be it. So she's got to move to 4, hide, move to the ghosts, and then move to the borderland. I think that's about where she's at right now. And she did get sort of chased out of there. She'll figure out what she's going to do here in a moment. She can always do peace with nature, but only if she's going to draw. I mean, mostly it's been roaming on her is the danger. So it's day 23. 5, so more spiders and imps. So not a lot going on there for our team. And it's the Inquisitor. The Inquisitor is going to hide 2 times and then walk in. And I actually think that he is mostly safe, but he is going to get this guy. So let's see if he is hidden, because he's got 2 hides. He fails the first one. This could suck a little. He fails the second hide and ends up there unhidden with everybody on top of him. That is not ideal. Because This whole thing is predicated on that not happening to him because he cannot run from this at all. He might be dead because it's still a 10% chance to fail 2 hides. It is not a big chance to fail 2 hides, but there is still, I usually feel safe with 2 hides. This is very unfortunate. Okay. Well, yeah. And I don't have anything else I can do. There is just nothing else to do there. So, all right. I mean, that is what it is. It's super unfortunate, and I'm a little bummed because I thought this was going to be a really sexy plan, but plans go awry, right? So, okay. She's going 1, 2, 3, 4, done, and she just ends up there. The White Witch is going to go 1 and hide. Ugh, man, that 6 is just coming right the hell up. And so she gets bopped by the ghosts. And then the Satyr is going to 4 times search because we're going to find this lair. We are not going to find this lair. So that's a failure. We got this. That's a failure. Come on, we cannot spend many days on this. That's a fail. Come on, we got this though. You don't got this. So we fail 4 times. So not a good day for our heroes. That's a mess. So, okay. Not feeling great about where we ended up there. Obviously, the demon is going to hold off because we are consulting the demon. Our guy here. So literally any of these guys kill me but for the spider. Strangely enough, the serpent doesn't kill me either, but I do need him to take the tremendous. He's the only guy that can actually deal with the tremendous. So we're going to play, obviously, to run like that. We're going to lure the tremendous. We've got these 3 on our sheet. This is pretty crappy. I think I'm gonna. I don't need to ready the weapon really. And this is round 1, so I'm first no matter what. I am going to ready the oil of poison. So we are doing the extra star. So let's put that here. We're gonna play. So this is the problem. The problem is that we have to play a M4 or else we cannot pierce that armor, right? Because we are doing M star damage right now. We need to do M star star to kill these heavies. This one, not so much, but to kill these ones, we do need to. So it pretty much comes up a 1 or a 4 and we're in good shape. And everything else, we are in grave peril. So, sorry about this. I apologize, Inquisitor. Let's get a 1 or a 4. No, we're going to get a 6. So that is pretty much a death sentence. And yeah, it really doesn't matter what happens now. He's going to flip and do even more damage to us. He's going to flip to do even more damage to us. And he's going to flip just to make it as crappy as possible. So what does happen, though, is we undercut him, and so we kill him first. So we undercut him, we do the damage, we kill him first. We're going to have to fatigue, of course. But then he's going to do heavy damage to us and kill us. So that literally is game over. And because the knight attacks first, we might as well see if this plays out also. It does not. So that's going to all end. So we're going to give him 4 more prowess just because. So he gets 24. but he can't score it anyway. This guy goes to the graveyard. That was a bummer. I truly thought with 2 hides, that actually was a win. This is going to get discarded to crone, so let's put this on the crone. And the rest of this stuff just gets piled right on up, including the living sword. So I'm going to flip it all and then put these 2 things on top, I suppose. These guys all go back. And the funny part is, again, without the spider, maybe survives, right? Because you have that extra. You have a now 2/3 chance to live, and definitely the 90% chance to get one of the 2 hides. Also good, but our Inquisitor has died. So let's just erase his bits, and we will indeed put dead. And I dare say that nobody expected that. So he's dead. 03 is there, hanging out with his monster buds. I don't know why he would stay there. I would actually incline that he heads back to the inn, but he doesn't. Or the not the inn, but the. Do we have anyone else with a battle? The witch. Well, I mean, she is gonna not do that either. I think she's going to just flee. So she ends up there. So we are left with the 3 characters here for the rest of the week. And so on day 24, I really want to pull something out of this lair. So we're going to search for it again. And I can't take too many days, but I really want to pull something out of the lair. So what is she going to do? Well, the spider has moved. That is certainly crappy. Now that opens it up for the witch a little bit, except the witch can't get down here. And the Chevalier has located the lair, the castle. So the lair's up there. So she can get up there. She had Spider Slayer. I was going to try to get this spider. But maybe we head back to the lair, given the situation has changed so considerably. I think the cache in the castle is dangerous. I think Spider Slayer was fine as long as it was just the spider. Let's just back out. 1, 2, 3. We still have to hide, though. Or we go to the miner and we try to mine. I don't know that necessarily is a good idea, since it's going to cut you down to 2, and you could get goblins out of it or whatever. You can get a cool toy, but the cool toys, I mean, are, really better early, right? I mean, having a nice sword is nice, but better if you do it early than late. So I'm going to say 1, 2, 3. Let's hide and go 1, 2, 3. So she's going to hide and move, and move back into the room. So a little bit of indecisiveness there. and she can then use the walk the woods to make good on that in the borderlands. So I think that's when I'll use that. So she's going to go there. The witch has to move 4, hide, move, and move to the damn borderland. Like, she's got to get through to do any of the plan that she would have had. So she's sort of getting stuck a little bit. I don't like that. Let's see what the monster roll is for this day. It is bat, so that's different and potentially dangerous for our heroes in some cases. Who's going? Chevalier is first. She's going to go 1, 2, 3, and she's going to try to be hidden, and she is. The witch is going to move and hide, and she does, and goes into here. I do not know. Yep. Well, let's take a quick look, because Flutter's going to draw bats. I do not like drawing bats, but Flutter's going to draw bats. So the question is, does she? So she could choose, knowing Flutter's going to draw bats, she could choose to not draw them because she can do the piece with nature. So the question is, does she care? Because she's going to walk out of there. And she still has to get over here. And she doesn't care. She's going to let him go. It's better that actually this place is dicier than. It's better that this place is clunkier for the rest of the characters than her. The Satyr goes last, and he is trying to succeed at finding something. So he's going to fail once. He's going to fail twice. You got to be kidding me. He succeeds on the third one. So at the very least, he has found the hoard. He has found the vault. So that's good. It doesn't help him necessarily, but he's found those things. And he gets 1 loot of the hoard. So all that work, and he's taking the 6th card in the hoard. And it happens to be the black book. That is actually vaguely cool, not because he can use the black book, but because it is a great treasure, and the Inquisitor is dead. And technically no longer owns a great treasure, I suppose. He is going to score that. At the very least, even if we count what the Inquisitor had at the end, at the very least, he's going to score 1.5, which is what we'll give him for now. We'll make that call later. I don't know that I'm actually putting this in the Grand Prix scores. I might not, but he does get and that's the last search. Now the problem is he's going to get the bats because the bats are roaming and they're roaming onto him. So because he is not hidden, I think he takes cover with the card to avoid fighting those bats because I don't think that's a good fight for him. And he has Explore the Caves, also not good for him, by the way. Not at this point in time. But he becomes hidden instantly, and he is done. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to do the 2-round shuffle here, right? So what we're going to do is on round 1, we do nothing but ready this. On round 2, we're going to try to whack him and see if we get lucky. And 1 to 4, we're going to hit it. 1 and 4, we're going to hit him. 1. So he's going to line up, and we're going to tag him, and that's going to be 3 points for 32 prowess. Oh, but if we do that, should we do that? Because if we do that, we have to fight the other one. Well, I mean, you damn well you could be wounded to death. And you either have the option to. So you're going to take a wound around. That's probably an average of 2 or 3 wounds. Let's say 4 wounds. You're going to take 4 wounds. Um, yeah, I mean, what the hell? Let's do it. I mean, that's famous freaking last words, right? I didn't expect to hit that guy, but we did. So that is going to become unready instantly. And we don't have a move fast enough. So we're going to ready this and take our first wound. And so our first wound is going to be this. And so there you go. And then we can play anything here. And we get a 5. So that is going to be a wound. So we're going to wound that shit. And we're just going to keep going. A 1. So we're going to take a wound. We're going to wound this shit. And then we kill the bat. And we are done. So done. We get 9 more prowess. Those guys go into the dead pile. We're not going to do that again. That is not cool. So we are going to take 9 more points though in prowess. Plus 9 is 38. Yeah, plus 9 is 38. And actually the 9 is down here. Oops, 9, not 8, 9. There we go. 38 points. So we got 38. That's not terrible. It actually probably puts him in first place, I believe. Yeah, actually it's going to put him in first place on prowess. So strangely enough, he is not. He has definitely started a move, right? So if you think about it, he has 4 card points. After he scored Dragon Slayer, that's his 4th card. He is now winning prowess. He is in second place in gold. Mind you, there's only 3 players, but he's second place in gold. He is tied for great treasures with whatever the Inquisitor had. So he's either scoring 2 points or 1.5 based on sort of where my head is at in terms of what do we do with dead people. And I think in the past what I've done is I've just frozen them and subtracted 2 points from their score. So the Inquisitor ultimately would have 1.5 points at the end of this whole thing. But that doesn't stop him from having 1 great treasure, right? So there you go. And so with all that, he has definitely made a move. 7, 8.5, 11. Yeah. So there you go. So I like it. I like the move. That's a pretty cool move. The prowess was sort of interesting. It was expensive. It was not an easy, a non-expensive fight, but it was, was a decent attempt there. That I'm not super sure that he doesn't need to get out of Dodge soon. Because I don't know that he has a lot of time left. So for the Chevalier, so the problem she's going to have, I know. Yeah, okay, got it. So So let's do our day here. So I think our day for this guy is going to be hide and then search, search, search. I think he's going to try. You got to try one more day because you got to get some cash. I think you're trying to get some cash. Maybe one more great treasure. So that's his day. Her day is to move to Borderland 1. Walk the woods to 3. That taps the squirrel. Hide and then, so I think she'll hide at the beginning, of course, just because. She's going to hide, walk the woods with the squirrel, and then search and try to locate the lair. So we're going to tap the squirrel. And then the witch is going to move to the wagon. Move, 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 wagon. And she's going to score the wagon. And that's going to give her her 4th card. And so on. So good for her to grab that. And I don't know what kind of cash she gets or whatever. We'll have to read it. The broken wagon. Oh, she has to repair phases. Son of a bitch. Okay, so she does not get a point. That was way premature. So she's just going to move to the wagon, and she is done. That's a little clunky. So let's, on day 25, I believe, let's get a monster roll for day 25. 4, so giants and trolls are coming. And the satyr is first. And he really does want to hide because he doesn't want to draw trolls on himself. Oh, and he's going to blow it. Oh, Jesus. Okay. So we're going to search 3 times. Oh, you can get a 6. So we do get the 6th treasure in the lair again. It's the ointment of steel. Okay, well that's cool. That will definitely help him out in the coming fight against all the trolls. So that's 1. He gets 2 more. 6. Well, there you go. That's 6. The vial of healing. Okay. Again, not, I mean, sure. And then 4. So he takes the 4th treasure out of the lair. And the withered claw. Okay, that's a bummer. And then, unfortunately, because we rolled a 4, some dudes show up. And I think they show up with bones. I think they all come here. And that is super damn dangerous for him because now I think he's stuck. So that might be a death for him. We might have gotten just a little bit too dicey. Yep. Bone C. It's going to put him there, and he's blocked. The witch goes 1, 2, 3, 4. She is done. And then the Chevalier goes. She's going to go up. She's going to hide. And she does, and then she walks the woods into there. So a little bit of a mess. And unfortunately, now it's the end of the day, so we're going to have to deal with that guy. And 3 trolls was not what he wanted to see, and he has no magic left. Ugh. Literally the worst. And I cannot kill the troll, and I cannot run. I don't think. I mean, I might be able, like, right? H star damage I can do. So I think the first thing we do is play the intercept so that we're only getting wounded every time. Our weapon is going to be alerted, but we're not going to get anything, out of this here. And we have to play 2 moves. So, oof. So I don't see how we get out of this. You're getting hit at least once. If these guys flip, you're potentially getting hit for heavy. This is where I wish I was streaming and like at least one person was watching, because I would ask them, we could go with the withered claw. The withered claw is terrible, right? So if you wish, what are you going to wish? You wish I were elsewhere, so that's 1. 4 would be peace. 5 would be chits all in play. That would at least be helpful. Strength is not terrible because it would allow you to just do tremendous on your next hit. But though you are able to kill any of these guys with this spear. Because you can do heavy star damage, which is going to do enough to kill. Oh, is it though? No, you're not. Heavy star. Reduced by 1. Yeah, heavy star reduced by 1 is still tremendous. So that's cool because, right? So heavy star, we take a star off. Yeah, done. So he does kill the tremendous troll. But if the troll hits him, he's dead because the troll's going to hit him twice in quick succession. There's no defending against that. He cannot ready the weapon first round. So you could play the Ointment of Steel, and you still have a 1/3 chance of dying effectively. Alternately, you could play the Withered Claw, hope for a 4 or 1. A 6 doesn't do you any good. A 2 would be okay. I am going to, so strangely enough, I'm going to play the damn Withered Claw. So I'm going to roll 2 dice. It's a wish and a curse. It's the same roll. So for instance, if I roll double 1s, I also can no longer search. So, okay. But I am elsewhere. I'll teleport somewhere else. To the chapel would be my guess. You are elsewhere. Well, I would probably put the tremendous elsewhere and see if I can't eke out this win against these other 2 trolls, which I don't think I would do anyway, but I could at least try it. Peace. Combat ends. Done. Perfect. Everything else is sort of a wash. So let's do it. We're going to use the Withered Claw. So that's strange. That never happens, by the way. I think I just locked the dice. Let's roll for the Withered Claw. Let's hope for maybe some peace. What do you think? Peace? Peace. Peace. Bam. So we take ill health. Cannot rest. That sucks, by the way. So we're going to take ill health. But we also get peace. So this goes to the shaman. We are saved momentarily. These guys wander off until they don't again tomorrow. We will probably be gone tomorrow, though, I think. I think that was his warning to get the hell out of Dodge. Now, I don't know how valuable that was, in that you only got $6 out of that. He can't rest. He can no longer cast spells. Yeah. So yeah, I think we know what we're doing, and it's mostly ending the game as quietly as possible. Uh, she is there. That is a rough battle for her too, but I think she can still run, right? She still has a move M3. So she's at least runnable. So that's cool for her. And then the White Witch is also cool. So let's see what day it is. So we are going to go on day 26. So it doesn't say we can't rest. It says we cannot do the rest activity. So, okay. So we could pop the vial of healing and draw all this stuff in. All that really gives us is a move H6, though, in play. Nothing else can really come into play. And I can't learn any of these spells. And I don't know sort of if anything else would be appropriate. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. And just end in I think I'm going to go 1, 2. I'm going to hide and trade. There you go. Just to see, right? Because I think I can. Well, that's a good question. Can you get into the cave and then out of the cave? I think you can. So I'm going to go move to the inn. I'm going to hide, and then I am going to trade with the rogues just to see what they have. Maybe they have Flowers of Rest, and that'll all pop. Just to see. Chevalier is going to hide and search. She's trying to locate the lair. The White Witch is going to do repair. Repair. So we're going to do P's. P's is repair, and repair to try to pop her gig there. So that's done. It is day 26, I believe. Yep. Let's roll a monster roll to see sort of how bad it can get in the Borderlands. 5. So spiders and imps. Not bad at all, actually. And let's see who's going when. So it's the White Witch first. She's going to do repair phases. Repair phases on a 4 or 1. That's a fail. That is 2 fails. She's not good with her hands. There we go. 4. So that works. So she succeeds. So she scores wagon. Bam. So that's cool. She gets her 4th point, like we originally had said. And broken wagon is you get $8. Sure. I'll take $8. So wagon, $8. Done. So she has $18. Not great. Oops, that's not 18. So, but she has scored, and she has now 4 points. So she's not burning it up, but she did do a thing. So delete that. This can go on the discard pile. It has been effectively dealt with. I think she just goes and mines next. Might as well. You're right there. So she is done. The Satyr goes 1, 2. He's going to hide because he can still hide at least. And hopefully he does. And he does. So he is hidden. And now he's going to trade with the rogues to see what they have. Just because you never know. Is really what it comes down to. Shoes of Stealth and 7 League Boots. Now, mind you, he's going to roll on the 7 League Boots, but he's not going to buy them. And he's hidden, so 5, no deal. So he's good, and he is done. And then finally, the Chevalier is going to She does have to hide, I believe. She is hidden, so she remains hidden. And I don't know if she found the lair yet. She has not found the lair. She has 3 searches to do. She's looking for a 4 or a 1 to find the lair. She fails once, succeeds on the second. So she has locate lair, and that is done. That is her 9th card point, bringing her back to 12 points, I believe. So let's put the lair on her sheet. Let's mark it. Very nice. Again, she's having a great game. And she gets 1 loot because she found it on her second one, I believe. 4. She gets the 4th treasure out of the lair. It is the beast pipes. Sure. And she is done. And she gets Fan Club, the top number unhired rogue at the house, because it might as well all go her way. That's a little dicey, though, getting through there. She could probably make it, I think, in 2 days. But only if she doesn't get gang tackled day 1. So what is it, day 27? Uh, so what possibly can appear in 1? We do still have goblins. Goblins could appear. We've not seen Ruins C, I'm fairly certain. Ruins C would be sort of the killer. That would be the one that would kill the poor if he walked in there. The problem is, I think that trade was ill-advised because I think he has to move to the crone. So he has to just bop right in. And I think that's what he's going to do. We're going to try it. Done. Chevalier is going to... Again, goblins is the fear. Because she can go 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3. But she can't run from goblins. And dodge does not get her out of dodge, as it were. And if she runs, she's going to kill her squirrel anyway and all her guys. So, ugh. I mean, is it worth it to try to eke out that last point? Because you got to run it. You got to literally run there. So she has Fan Club on the board. And she could certainly get it, but yeah. Pretty much it's a roll of 3. So it's a 1 in 6 chance. And so we're either playing it safe for her and just sort of, you know, just sort of winning out effectively, right? She could head back to the inn, for instance. And just slow play it. If she goes here and we roll goblins, she's going to pull these goblins, She'll have a fight on her hands. Yeah, we're doing it. Heck with it. So we're going to move borderland 1. So that's good. She is done. And then our witch, I think our witch is going to do the minor thing. So she's going to go in. She's going to move to the minor. And she's going to search and search. Because she has to assist him, and that's dig, effectively. So let's get a monster roll for day 27. It is a 4, so it's giants and trolls. Not ideal, because that's going to actually ruin the Chevalier's plans a little bit. She's first, and what's going to happen is she's going to end up here, and these guys are going to jump her. And so the problem there is she has to run, but she's going to have to run back into the cave. She's not in the cave per se, but she's going to have to end up in the cave just because she did not start her day in that clearing. So she is done. The witch goes in, searches 2 times to help him find his thing. So 4 or a 1. A 3 is not quite correct. Let's try it again. A 2 doesn't work either. And it's Stink, but Stink is done. So, like, Stink would draw a troll. So she doesn't have to use Peace with Nature. This guy is going to go in. And it is Ruins and Statue in 2. He does pick up the crone, and nothing appears. And he's going to run out of the clearing at the end of the day. So he gets 4 phases on day 28. She has to run. She ends up here, which is going to suck for her and probably actually effectively end her game. Because she's probably just going to hide. Go to 6 and hide. So let's see what we got on day 28. He is going to move to the inn. And I would argue hide and hide. Is $6 going to do him any good to sell? Yes, he is going to actually hide once and trade with the rogues in an attempt to sell his crap. Done. She is going to have to move to 6, but then she's probably just going to hide and try to be done. Done, and then our white witch is going to search in hopes to pop the mine. It's a little bit dangerous because she actually can't run from goblins if they were to show up. But we might as well go for it. We've had bad games all around. She's going to try. We have gold magic. Unfortunately, 2 things are going to pop. And it's going to be goblins and serpents and demons. And who goes first? It is the satyr. So the satyr is going to run back. He is going to hide. He does. He's trading with the rogue. So he does have to make a simple roll. Anything but trouble. And it is trouble. And he gets no deal. Perfect. That's what he needs to sell. He's going to sell. This is worth 5. It's actually not 10 because I think that's a mistake. So this is 5, 9, $11 worth of stuff to the rogues. So let's add 11 to his gold total at the end for 26. The satyr ends with 26 gold. Might be enough to grab him a point. He's done, but he's hidden, so I'm not going to worry about it. But the patrol are going to show up. Oh my god. The patrol show up there. And he's done. She searches 4 times. That is a fail. So she's helping the miner dig the mother lode. That's 2 fails. 3 fails. She's going to blow it, isn't she? Yep, she does. She doesn't even get a roll. If she did get a roll, what would appear? Let's check it out. It'd be goblins anyway, so she'd have been screwed. So, you know what? It's all good. She gets nothing. Her day is over. And so is... The Chevalier is going to go here, fail to hide. get jumped by 6 goblin. So at the end of the game, she's in a bit of a way. So, okay, I guess we're doing this. Because, why not? So round 1, we are still first no matter what. So we're going to cover our dodge, and we are going to play a dodge. And it doesn't matter what we actually play, so we're going to do that. And we're actually going to draw a goblin onto our buddy sheet, because this guy is really good at killing goblins. Not perfect at it, for sure, but he's really good at killing goblins. So that'll take one piece of pressure off. And so let's see if we can't make this happen without getting too messed up. So let's roll for where these goblins appear. 6. Not ideal. So these guys are going to, so they shift all up. And so that's going to put 3 of them on line to hit us. But they're not going to do anything unless they flip over. The first one doesn't. The second pile does. Now the nice thing is they're only going to destroy the armor once. So they do all hit armor. They smash the armor. It is gone. But they do 3 wounds. And the last guy does not flip. So we have to wound 3 chits. That is super clunky. We're going to wound that one. We're going to wound that one. And we are going to wound... this one, strangely enough, because it just doesn't make much sense. And since we miss, we're going to flip that over. Let's go down here. Now we're hoping he kills someone, because that will ease some pressure off for sure. First thing is, we'd rather this guy not line up, and he does. Ugh, that sucks. This could be a total disaster for her. First thing is, he's got to roll, and he's got to do a 4, 3, 2, or 1. He does a 3, so he kills first. That guy is dead. So that is the end of our round 1. So we're going to take one of these guys off the sheet. So he's going to lure again. We're going to aim at another one of these guys. So what we are going to do, I think, is we're going to play that way. We're going to put our attention shit there. And we are going to... Man, I do not have a lot of good options here, actually. I'm gonna have to fatigue twice. I need to get a kill. I need to release the pressure effectively on me. So that's gonna be rough. I don't like that at all, but I can do it. Let's see where these goblins go. 6. Oh, this is bad. So they move up. He moves down. He moves up. Does the first box flip? It does, so meaning we don't hit. Does the second box flip? It does, meaning we are killed, effectively. That's only one guy, though, so that's good. But we're killed, because it's heavy plus damage. That does not flip. Does this guy kill anybody? It barely matters now. 5. So he goes to here. The archer hits. Does not kill him. He misses. Everything's done. The Chevalier is killed the last day of the game. So, womp womp. Okay, she's killed by goblins. And man, that's the game. That was a deeply clunky game. So, I mean, I think the strangely good news is that the Satyr made a really good comeback that last week and scored 8.5 points. I think that's very admirable. The Witch, I mean, she did what she did, but ultimately fell short. The Chevalier, technically, if you're following my if I'm following my rules where death is a -2 at the score you had, she ends up with 10 points, which is still great, but she really died. Let's face it. That sucks. And that was all. I mean, and to some degree, again, we're playing fast and loose with these custom characters. With the game I've had, I like where the Satyr ended up. I love the fact that I use Withered Claw. I have never once seen Withered Claw be useful for any situation at all. It was useful in that one situation where otherwise he's dead. He used it, he got peace, and yeah, you get ill health and that blows. But you did get peace, and so you could finish the game on him. Technically, he's the winner, in my opinion. That last week, killing the dragon and the troll, looting the lair, getting out of there. I thought that was a good run for his last day. I think the Chevalier had a great run. I shouldn't have gone for, like, if you're sitting on 12 or 11 points, I could have probably sat on her and just walked to the end. I did that for East Paladin because he hates when I retire a character a day or two early to sort of save my score. So that's for you, but I died. I said, darn it. Right, because if I hadn't rushed, like if I didn't, right, because what was I trying to do? Well, what I was trying to do is I was trying to rush to here so that I go 1, 2, 3 and score one last point. But it really wasn't. It wasn't worth the risk given the fact that I know she couldn't run from the goblins there. So that's sort of what happened. That caused her to be chased back into the cave. That caused her to only have a single hide roll, flub the hide roll, blah, 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 and she got jumped and killed. The White Witch, I just did not do a good job with her, and that's it. She got really caught up in this cliff more than any other character. I think she got sort of screwed by the cliff. All her points were sitting in that damn cliff for a lot of the game, and it became a death hex. And she had a couple shots on goal, but could never quite pull it off. So, I think with her, I just have to stare at her spell choices a little better. Small Blessing did not come through for me at all. It came through once, and that's when she had the shot on goal. If you remember, very, very early, there was a tremendous dragon here. She just tapped it. It exploded. But then the bat showed up that very same day to make sure she could not then take advantage of the horde. And she never really recovered from it. So that sucks because that was literally week 1 where she never recovered from. So anyway, I do thank you for watching. This was sort of awkward. I feel that I sucked this game. But there were a couple really, I thought, fun moves. I thought the Inquisitor had a great shot on this stack until this spider came. And so 2 things happened. The spider came and he failed 2 hide rolls in a row. So he got his ass kicked. And so the answer is the Satyr and the White Witch win by living. Hell, if the White Witch would. So the funny part is, and I rolled it, if the White Witch would have found the mother lode to the mine, 1 to 6 goblins come out and kill her. So let's just put these guys away. You know what? I killed the fly, god damn it. The fly is dead. I'm the winner. So that's where I'll leave it. There is 1 dead fly, 1 dead Chevalier, one dead Inquisitor. My kill to death ratio is 1 to 2, so not great here in the Magic Realm tonight. So, please, if you watch through this little disaster of a game, I appreciate it. Comment, whatever. I'll do the YouTuber like and subscribe. I don't care. Do what you need to do. I am very happy. It is very, I'm very pleased. The subscriber numbers are creeping up. Not that I ever care that much, but I'm very happy people like these crazy videos enough to hit subscribe and hang out and get theoretically, notified or whatever when I'm on and so on. So I do appreciate that. Thank you very much. Let's hit 50 for giggles because it's a nice round number. And then, my physics and math background, old, way long time ago, years and years ago. I'm nothing even close to that now. I'm not smart enough. Let's understand something, but I like round numbers. Something about round numbers just makes me very happy. So let's get 50 subscribers, and then there you go. So that's it. I will talk to y'all later. I'm gonna probably intersperse another game in here. Just to spruce it up a bit. I don't know what that game's gonna be though. I don't think Dark Venture's it. I did not enjoy playing that. I played it twice. I think I played it correctly the second time. And I'll be honest, I did not have a great deal of fun. It was not as enjoyable as this at all. So I think I'm looking for a little bit better play on that. So give me a suggestion for a game, guys. If you got a game, it can even be like a war game, and I'll play multiple sides. I don't even care, unless it's Vietnam or Korea or one of the big ones, Civil War, one of the big victory games. I don't think I have that in me right now. So that's it. I'll talk to you later. Good night. Thank you.